On this planet, every single day, thousands of events are born from fire. Wildfires, volcanoes, explosions. So many, that most of them you will never hear about. I am Vesta, the keeper of fire. Here in Nova Ignis, I will reveal to you the brightest stories, those that burned in the past, those that are rising today, and those that one day will ignite in the future. In the Book of New History, for the second decade of October, the year 2778 since the founding of Rome, these events were inscribed. Brazil. In the Amazon, across the states of Pará and Rondônia, fire once again moved through the dry forests. According to INPE, wildfire activity remained high during the second decade of October. Thousands of active fire points visible on satellite images. Smoke rose above the Madeira River and drifted toward the Bolivian border. Dozens of Corpo de Bombeiros teams and forest aviation units fought to contain the flames. The forest breathed with heat, like an ancient body weary of its own fever. Indonesia. Mount Merapi awoke on October 14th. Columns of ash climbed 3 kilometers high. Lava streamed down the southern slopes. Around 3,000 residents were evacuated from the Sleman district. Hundreds of specialists monitored the direction of pyroclastic flows. The mountain breathed evenly, as if testing whether humankind still remembers that fire lives beneath the ground. Bangladesh. In Dhaka's industrial district of Tongi, on October 14th, a garment factory and chemical warehouse caught fire. Flames swept through 5 floors and spread across the workshops. More than 300 firefighters fought the blaze for nearly 12 hours. Hundreds of workers were evacuated from nearby plants. The warehouse collapsed, and a column of smoke hung over the city for miles. When labor meets flame, we are reminded that even steel has its limits. Thus appeared some of the most significant events of the second decade of October. But the fire is already writing new lines. About 66 million years ago, fire came from the sky. An asteroid fell toward Earth, nearly 10 kilometers wide, traveling at 20 kilometers per second. It entered the atmosphere, heating the air to white light, and struck the planet, at the place we now call the Yucatán Peninsula. The force of impact was greater than 1 billion nuclear explosions. Waves of fire swept across the continents. The ocean rose in a wall of water, and the mountains trembled from the shock. The atmosphere filled with ash and sulfur. Dust climbed more than 30 kilometers high, and the sun vanished behind a veil of smoke. Darkness lasted for a year. The Earth's temperature fell by nearly 15 degrees. Plants stopped growing. Animals died, one after another. Thus ended the age of dinosaurs. CHICXULUB, the scar of that impact. A crater 180 kilometers wide, now buried beneath sea and limestone, but still holding the shape of the moment when the planet almost stopped breathing. The fire from the sky became the boundary between ages. It destroyed the old world and opened space for the new. From its ashes rose a life capable of remembering. Today, humanity looks up, to the place where the strike once came from. We know millions of bodies still drift through space, each capable of repeating the fate of CHICXULUB. In observatories across the world, early warning systems are at work. The Pan-STARRS and Catalina Sky Survey telescopes track asteroids 100 meters wide and larger. NASA's satellites detect even those that pass closer than the moon. Science is learning how to defend itself. In the year 2776, since the founding of Rome, the DART mission changed the path of an asteroid by crashing into it at 6 kilometers per second. It was the first time humanity didn't just watch the sky. It reached out and touched it. Now, new projects are taking shape. The Vera Rubin telescope can see faint lights at the edge of the solar system. The NEO Surveyor spacecraft searches for threats in the infrared spectrum. All of this, so that the sky will never again catch us unprepared. Humanity knows, fire may fall from the heights once more, but now we have time. Time to see, to calculate, and perhaps to change destiny. Fire is no longer an enemy. It has become knowledge, held in human hands. You have touched my chronicle. Nova Ignis. Follow me. Ahead lie new stories of fire.